Hey, Weldon Jaguars, it's Miss Holt in the Media Center, and it is first chapter feature day again. So today I'm reading from a book called City of Ghosts. It's actually on our Truman Awards nominee list this year. I've talked to a couple classes about it. It's definitely one of my favorite books on the list. And it's great for this time of year because it is a little bit spooky, but also a bit of a mystery. So we're going to start reading chapter 1, and hopefully this is a book that you might want to read. It is available in our library right now, and it's also available as an audiobook and an ebook on Overdrive. So lots of choices. So part 1 is called The Inspectors. People think that ghosts only come out at night or on Halloween when the world is dark and the walls are thin. But the truth is, ghosts are everywhere. In the bread aisle at your grocery store, in the middle of your grandmother's garden, in the front seat on your bus. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they aren't there. I'm sitting in history class when I feel the tap, tap, tap on my shoulder, like drops of rain. Some people call it intuition, others second sight. That tickle at the edge of your senses telling you there's something more. This isn't the first time I felt it, not by a long shot. Not even the first time I felt it here at school. I've tried to ignore it. I always do, but it's no use. It wears away at my focus, and I know the only way to make it stop is to give in. Go and see for myself. From across the room, Jacob catches my eye and shakes his head. He can't feel that tap, 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 but he knows me now well enough to know when I do. I shift in my seat, forcing myself to focus on the front of the classroom. Mr. Meyer is valiantly trying to teach, despite the fact it's the last week of school before summer vacation. Toward the end of the Vietnam War in 1975, U.S. troops, my teacher drones on. Nobody can sit still, let alone pay attention. Derek and Will are sleeping with their eyes open. Matt is working on his latest paper football, and Alice and Melanie are making a list. Alice and Melanie are popular kids. You can tell because they look like copies. Same shiny hair, same perfect teeth, same painted nails. Where I'm all elbows and knees, round cheeks, and curly brown hair. I don't even own nail polish. I know you're supposed to want to be one of the popular kids, but the truth is I never have. It just seems like it would be exhausting trying to keep up with all the rules. Smile, but not too wide. Laugh, but not too loud. Wear the right clothes, play the right sports, care about things, but never care too much. Jacob and I have rules too, but those are different. As if on cue, Jacob stands up and makes his way towards Melanie's desk. He could be a popular kid, I think, with his floppy blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and good humor. He shoots me a devilish look before perching on the edge of her desk. He could be, but there's just one problem. Jacob's dead. Things we need for movie night, he reads aloud from Melanie's paper. But I'm the only one who can hear him. Melanie folds another sheet, an invitation. I can tell by the capital letters in the pink pen, and reaches forward to pass it to Jenna, who sits in front of her. As Melanie does this, her hand goes straight through Jacob's chest. He looks down, as if offended, and then hops off the desk. Tap, 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 goes the feeling in my head, like a whisper I can't quite hear. Impatient, I check the clock on the wall, waiting for the lunch bell. Jacob meanders over to Alice's desk next, examining the many multicolored pens she keeps lined up across the top. He leans in close and gingerly brings one of his fingers to the pens, all his focus narrowed on the nearest one as he pokes it. But the pen doesn't move. In the movies, poltergeists can lift televisions and slide beds across the floor. But the truth is, it takes a lot of spirit power for a ghost to reach across the veil, the curtain between their world and ours. And the ghosts that do have that kind of strength, they tend to be really old and not nice. The living may take strength from love and hope, but the dead grow strong on darker things, on pain and anger and regret. Jacob furrows his brow as he tries, and fails, to flick Matt's paper football. I'm glad he's not made of all that stuff. I don't actually know how long Jacob's been dead. It can't have been that long, since there's nothing retro about him. He's got on a superhero t-shirt, dark jeans, and high tops. But he doesn't talk about what happened, and I don't ask. Friends deserve a little privacy, even if he can read my mind. I can't read his, But all things considered, I would rather be alive and not psychic than psychic and a ghost. He looks up at the word ghost and clears his throat. I prefer the phrase corporally challenged. I roll my eyes because he knows I don't like it when he reads my mind without asking. Yeah, it's a weird side effect of our relationship, but come on, boundaries. That's not my fault you think so loud, Jacob replies with a smirk. I snort and a few students glance my way. I sink lower in my chair, my sneakers knocking against my book bag on the floor. The invitation Melanie passed to Jenna makes its way around the room. It doesn't stop at my desk, but I don't mind. Summer is almost here, and that means fresh air and sunshine and books to read for fun. It means the annual family trek down to the rented beach house on Long Island so mom and dad can work on their next book. But most of all, it means no hauntings. I don't know what it is about the beach house. Maybe the fact that it's so new or the way it sits on a calm stretch of shore. But there seems to be far fewer ghosts down there than up here in upstate New York, which means that as soon as school's out, I get 6 full weeks of sun and sand and good night's sleep. 6 weeks without the tap, tap, tap of restless spirits. 6 weeks of feeling almost normal. I can't wait for the break. So that's just the beginning of City of Ghosts. If you would like to find out a little bit more about what happens in this book and the ghosts that she encounters, check it out from our library. It's available right now.